My child, I have a word for you today that could shift the very ground beneath your feet. Will you lend me your ear for just a few moments? I'm not asking for much, just your undivided attention, because what I'm about to say is meant for you alone, crafted for this exact moment in your life. I promise if you stay with me, you'll find something worth holding on to. I've been with you all along, you know, not hovering somewhere far off in the heavens, but right here, walking beside you through every shadowed valley and every sunlit hill. I've seen the weight you carry, the doubts that creep in when the night grows quiet, the dreams you've tucked away because they feel too big, too impossible. I've watched you rise after every fall, even when you thought no one noticed your resilience, and I've never stopped being proud of you. You might not always feel me near, but I'm closer than you think. Picture a shepherd tending his flock. Not one sheep wanders off without his notice, not one cry goes unheard. That's how I am with you. Even when you felt lost, like a sparrow caught in a storm, I've been the steady wind beneath your wings, guiding you back to safety. Have you ever sensed that nudge, that quiet pull in your heart urging you forward when you wanted to give up? That was me whispering, "Keep going, my child. I've got you." I know what your soul longs for. You crave redemption, a chance to shed the past like an old tattered coat and step into something new. You hunger for purpose, a reason to wake up each day that feels bigger than the grind of life. I placed those desires in you, not to tease you, but to draw you closer to me. I created you with intention, my dear one. You're not a random note in the symphony of existence. You're a melody I composed with care, and I'm still writing the music of your life. Life hasn't always been kind, has it? There are moments when you felt like a ship tossed on a raging sea, unsure if the shore even exists. But I've been your lighthouse, cutting through the dark with a beam of hope. Maybe you've seen it in the kindness of a stranger, the unexpected strength that rises in you, or the peace that settles over you when you least expect it. Those aren't accidents. That's me, reaching out, saying, "I'm here. I've always been here." Have you ever paused in a quiet moment, maybe at dawn when the world is still, and felt a presence you couldn't quite name? That was me, brushing against your spirit, reminding you that you're not alone. I don't shout over the noise of the world. I speak in the stillness, waiting for you to listen. Will you trust my voice today, even if it calls you to a place you've never been? I know the unknown can feel daunting, but I've mapped every step of this journey, and I won't let you stumble alone. Let me tell you about a traveler I once knew. He set out with a heavy pack, burdened by mistakes he couldn't forgive himself for. The road was rough, winding through forests so thick he couldn't see the sky. He thought he'd lost his way for good, until a lantern appeared, held by a guide who knew every twist and turn. The traveler hesitated, unsure if he could trust this stranger. But the guide's voice was steady and kind, saying, "Follow me, and I'll bring you home." Step by step, the path grew clearer and the burden lighter, until the traveler realized the guide had been there all along, unseen but ever present. That guide is me, my child. I'm not just a distant ruler. I'm your father, your friend, your constant companion. When you feel weighed down by guilt or fear, I'm the one lifting the load piece by piece. When the way ahead looks tangled and wild, I'm the one lighting the path. You don't have to carry it all alone. I'm here, and I always will be. I see the questions in your heart. Why do I matter? What's the point of all this struggle? Oh, my beloved, you matter because you're mine. I didn't craft you to drift aimlessly. I gave you a purpose, a light to shine in a world that desperately needs it. Every time you choose love, every time you press on through the hard days, you're reflecting me. You're part of something vast and beautiful, and I'm weaving your story into mine. But here's the thing, I won't push you. I've given you a will of your own, and I honor that. So I'm asking, will you let me lead you? Will you take my hand and see where this road takes us? It won't always be easy. There are hills to climb and rivers to cross, but I'll be with you through every one. And I promise the view from the top will take your breath away. You might look back and see scars, moments you wish you could erase, but I see something different. I see courage in every wound, beauty in every mended place. I'm the God who redeems, who takes what's broken and makes it whole. No matter how far you've strayed, you're never beyond my reach. My love for you doesn't waver. It's a river that runs deep and wide, washing away shame and filling you with grace. What if the peace you've been chasing is closer than you think? What if I've been holding it out to you all this time, waiting for you to say yes? I'm not offering you a life without challenges, but a life where you're never alone in them. I'm offering you myself, my strength, my hope, my presence. Will you take it? This journey we're on, it's bigger than you realize. You're not just walking for yourself. You're a beacon for others too. The way you live, the way you love, it ripples out, touching lives you may never see. I've placed you here right now for a reason, and I'm not done with you yet. We've only just begun, my child. There's so much more I want to show you. More about who you are, who I am, and the incredible adventure waiting ahead. The road will twist, and the story will deepen, but I'll be right here, every step of the way. So stay with me, won't you? The next part of this message holds wonders you won't want to miss. I've got so much more to say, and I can't wait to share it with you. I'm glad you've stayed with me, my child. There's so much more I want to share with you. Things that could change the way you see yourself and the path ahead. In our last conversation, I told you that you're part of something vast and beautiful, a story woven with purpose and love. I invited you to linger, to listen, and here you are. That warms my heart. Now I want to take you deeper, to show you what it means to step into that purpose, to walk with me through the twists and turns of your journey. It's not just about where you're going, it's about who you're becoming along the way. The moments when you choose to trust me even when the shadows grow long. Imagine yourself as a traveler, standing at the edge of a vast forest. The trees rise high, their branches tangling overhead, blocking out the sun until only slivers of light pierce through. The path ahead is faint, overgrown with brambles, and the air hums with whispers, doubts that curl around your thoughts like vines. You've been here before, haven't you? That place where the way forward feels uncertain, where every step seems to echo with questions. Can I do this? Will I lose my way? What if I'm not strong enough? I see you there, pausing at the threshold, your heart beating a little faster. But look, just ahead, through the gloom, there's a flicker of light, a lantern, steady and warm, held by a guide who knows every route, every bend, every hidden stream. That guide is me, my child. I've walked this forest before you were born, and I'm here to lead you through. Have you ever felt that tug in your soul? That quiet pull urging you to move forward even when fear digs its heels in? That's me, whispering, "Trust me, I've got you." I know the weight you carry, the questions that steal your sleep, the fears that make you wonder if you're enough. Am I worthy? Can I really make a difference? What if I stumble and fall? Oh, my beloved, hear me now. You are more than enough. I didn't craft you with my hands, breathe life into your lungs, and set stars in the sky to watch over you just to see you shrink back in fear. No, I created you to shine, to be a light that pierces the darkness, even when your own knees tremble. Let me tell you about someone who stood where you stand now, a shepherd boy named David. Picture him. Small and unassuming, the youngest of his brothers, sent to tend sheep while others dreamed of glory. One day he found himself staring up at a giant, Goliath, a tower of armor and arrogance who mocked everything David held dear. The world saw a boy with a sling and a handful of stones, a laughable mismatch against a warrior's might. But I saw something different. I saw a heart ablaze with faith, a spirit that trusted me when the odds screamed defeat. And with me by his side, those stones flew true. The giant fell, not because of David's strength alone, but because he dared to believe I was with him. You too have giants in your path, doubts that loom large, fears that taunt you, obstacles that feel immovable. But you're not facing them alone. I'm with you, just as I was with him, ready to turn your stones into victories. As you step into this forest, my child, you'll find the path isn't always straight. There will be crossroads, Moments when the way splits, and you have to choose. One path might look easy, smooth and wide, promising comfort and safety. The other, narrow, rocky, winding into shadows where the light seems faint. Have you ever stood at a crossroads like that, weighing what feels good against what feels right? I won't force your steps, but I'll be there nudging you toward the path that stretches you, the one that carves courage into your bones and wisdom into your spirit. It's not the absence of fear that defines you, it's what you do with it. And every time you choose to trust me to take that harder step, you're growing into who I've always known you could be. I know the doubts that creep in when the night is quiet. What if I fail? What if I let everyone down? Let me tell you a secret, my child. Failure isn't the end of your story. It's part of it. Think of a seed buried in the dark, pressed down by soil. Does it fail because it breaks apart? No. That breaking is how it grows, how it reaches for the sun. Your stumbles, your tears, your moments of doubt, they're not wasted. They're the soil I use to grow something beautiful in you. Did David win every battle perfectly? No. He faltered, he questioned, he wept, but he kept turning to me and I kept lifting him up. I'll do the same for you. When you fall, my hand is already reaching to pull you back to your feet. Now, picture yourself walking deeper into this forest. The lantern swings gently in my grasp, casting golden pools on the ground ahead. You hear the rustle of leaves, the snap of twigs underfoot, and maybe your heart skips as the shadows shift. But then you feel it. My presence, steady and sure, a warmth that wraps around you like a cloak. Have you ever sensed me like that? In the quiet? When you least expected it? Maybe it was a moment of peace that didn't make sense. A strength you didn't know you had. That's me, walking beside you, speaking to your heart even when you don't hear the words. I'm not just leading you out of the forest, I'm leading you through it, showing you the beauty in the struggle, the strength in the stillness. There will be days when the path feels steep, when the thorns snag at your hope and the wind howls with what-ifs. But don't turn back, my child. Every step forward, even the shaky ones, brings you closer to something greater. Think of David again. Not just the boy who felled a giant, but the man who danced before me with abandon, who wrote songs in the wilderness, who became a king not because he was perfect, but because he kept seeking me. Your journey is yours alone, but it's threaded with the same promise. I'm shaping you, refining you, drawing you into a purpose that's bigger than you can see right now. We're not done yet, my child. This forest isn't the end. It's just the middle of our walk together. Up ahead, there's a clearing where the trees part, where the light pours in and the air feels new. I can't wait to show it to you, to watch your eyes widen as you see what's been waiting all along. But for now, take my hand. Let's walk a little further, you and I. The journey is just beginning and the best is yet to come. What do you say? Will you trust me for the next step? I'm right here and I'm not going anywhere. My child, we've journeyed far together, haven't we? From the moment I first called you to listen, to the steps we've taken through the shadows of doubt. And now, here we are, standing at the edge of something new, something beautiful. I've watched you grow, seen the flicker of courage in your heart as you've dared to trust me, even when the path seemed uncertain. And now, as we reach this place of reflection, I want to leave you with words that will linger, words that will carry you forward, long after this message ends. Take them to heart, my beloved, for they are meant to be your strength, your reminder of who you are and who I am in your life. Do you remember when I first spoke to you? I asked you to lend me your ear, to give me your full attention, because I had something important to say, something just for you. You might have wondered then, why me? What could God possibly want to say to someone like me? But here's the truth I want you to carry with you. You are not just someone. You are my someone. I created you with purpose, with love, with a plan that stretches beyond what your eyes can see. Every moment of your life, every breath you take, is part of a story I'm writing. A story where you are the hero, not because of your strength alone, but because of your willingness to walk with me. In the quiet moments when the world falls away and it's just you and me, I've seen your heart. I've seen the longing for redemption, the ache for purpose, the hunger to know that you matter. And I've whispered to you, again and again, you do matter. You are loved. You are mine. But I know how easy it is to forget in the noise of life, when the winds of doubt blow strong and the waves of fear rise high. That's why I want you to hold tight to this. My love for you is not a fleeting feeling. It's an unshakable truth. It's the bedrock beneath your feet, the anchor in every storm. No matter how far you wander, no matter how lost you feel, my love will always call you home. Let me remind you of the traveler we spoke of earlier, the one who stood at the edge of the forest, burdened by the past, unsure of the way forward. Do you recall how the guide appeared, lantern in hand, offering to lead the way? That traveler is you, my child, and I am that guide. I've been with you through every twist and turn, lighting the path when the darkness pressed in. And now, as you stand here, looking back at how far you've come, I want you to see something. The forest didn't defeat you. The shadows didn't claim you. You've made it through, not because the journey was easy, but because you chose to trust me, one step at a time. That trust, that faith, it's the key to everything that lies ahead. But the journey isn't over. In fact, it's only just beginning. There's a clearing up ahead, a place where the trees part and the light pours in, warm and golden. It's a place of rest, yes, but also a place of new beginnings. I want you to step into that clearing with your head held high, knowing that every struggle, every tear, every moment of doubt has been shaping you for this. You are stronger than you know, braver than you feel, and more capable than you've ever imagined. And the best part? You don't have to do it alone. I'm not just the God who led you through the forest. I'm the God who will walk with you into the wide open spaces, into the adventures that await. As you move forward, I want you to remember this. Your purpose isn't a distant dream or a far-off goal. It's woven into the fabric of your everyday life. Every act of kindness, every word of encouragement, every time you choose love over fear, you're living out the reason I placed you here. You are a light in this world, my child, and the darkness cannot overcome it. Even when you feel small, even when you think your efforts don't matter, know that they do. You are part of something so much bigger than yourself, a tapestry of grace and redemption that stretches across time and space. And I am the weaver, carefully threading your story into mine. But here's the thing about purpose. It's not always grand or loud. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it's found in the simple moments, holding a door for a stranger, listening to a friend in need, or whispering a prayer in the stillness of night. Don't underestimate the power of those small acts. They are the ripples that turn into waves, the seeds that grow into mighty oaks. And I see them all. I see you, my child, and I am so proud. Now, as we come to the end of this message, I want to leave you with a picture, a scene to hold in your heart. Imagine a sunrise, the first light of dawn breaking over the horizon after a long, dark night. The sky shifts from black to deep blue, then to shades of pink and gold until the sun bursts forth in all its glory. That sunrise is a promise, my beloved. It's a reminder that no matter how dark the night, joy comes in the morning. I am that joy. I am the light that never fades, the hope that never dies. And just as the sun rises without fail, so will I rise in your life, again and again, bringing new mercies, new beginnings, new reasons to hope. So, take this to heart. You are loved beyond measure. You are seen, known, and cherished. And you are never, ever alone. As you go from here, carry this truth with you like a lantern in the dark. Let it guide your steps, warm your heart, and remind you that I am always near. And when the road gets tough, when the doubts creep back in, come back to this moment. Remember my voice, my words, my promise. I am with you, now and always. Before we part, let me offer you a blessing, a prayer to carry with you. May you feel my presence in every breath, my peace in every storm. May you walk in the light of my love, and may your heart be brave, your spirit strong and your soul at rest. And may you always know deep in your bones that you are mine and I am yours. Amen. Now, my child, the next chapter of your story awaits. There are more wonders to discover, more depths to explore, more of my heart to know. This isn't the end, it's a beginning. So go forward with courage, with hope, with the knowledge that I am right beside you. And remember, whenever you need me, I'm only a whisper away. I love you, my precious one, always and forever.